I thought I'd start making this a thing a night or two after Raw and SmackDown, respectively. Do a results, winners, and grades of how I thought that they were. And this is for the June 20th Raw. And I'll post these a couple of days after the event. It takes me a couple of days usually to watch the episode, especially Raw, because I have to watch it on Hulu. And they don't show the whole Raw, they show most of it, but usually a couple matches are missing. So then I have to find it on YouTube, which it's usually there. And so it's usually not an issue. They do show the whole SmackDown, but they don't release it till about 18 to 20 hours before. Sometimes a little bit sooner than that, and it used to be at least 24 hours, but now it's less than 24 hours. And sometimes it's almost 24 hours, but not quite. But anyway, and I'm just going to go over the matches and the main things. I'm not going to go through every little thing. The first thing that happened was the major things. Was Bianca Belair came to the ring to inform everyone that Rhea Ripley wasn't going to be able to do the women's title match at Money in the Bank, and so they had a fatal 5-way match, and it was Liv Morgan, Carmella, Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Alexa Bliss, and they each said words. And Asuka and Becky Lynch took each other out of the ring and fought there for a little while, and the other three women stayed in. It was basically different opponents. You know, you've seen three, either like fatal 4-ways, or like the Becky Lynch, Asuka, Bianca, at 3 way for the championship. You know how those go. The one good thing about them is there's always action going on. But there was a lot of good athleticism and creativity. That's one of the things I liked about it. It was good, but I wouldn't say it was great. I'd say maybe a B. I think they could have went for it a little bit more. It seemed like they were being a little too safe with it. Or maybe there was just so much going on. I don't know, but something was... but Carmella won with a super kick to Morgan. So she'll be the one with a title shot. Riddle versus Omos happened next. Riddle came to the ring to give a promo and face Omos to get a spot in the Men in the Bank match. Basically, when the match began, Riddle tried to catch Omos off guard, and it worked for a few seconds, but basically Omos body slammed him to put him down. You know how big he is. almost won to earn a spot at the Money in the Bank. Um, I give it maybe a C or a C plus. I wouldn't go as low as a C minus, but a C or a C plus. And Riddle, you got to remember, he is not a small feller by any chance. So when Almost makes him look small, then you know how massive Almost is. And Seth Rollins attacked Riddle. I think it'll be good for both men because Seth Rollins he's one of the greatest wrestlers out there. Not just in the ring, but he has it all, in my opinion. Um, and I think Riddle's pretty good too. So, and with Cody being out for at least a few months, anywhere from about 4 or 5 months to about 9 months. I think it'll be a good step, and maybe by SummerSlam we can see that, because it was getting old watching the Usos, and I mean, when they do the same matches 5, 6, 8 times, they get boring. Jay Uso versus Angelo Dawkins. Basically, Dawkins won. It was a B minus. It would have been higher, but we've seen every combo. Each Uso against each of the Street Profits, and we've seen them in tag teams, and just they fought each other every way that you can. So if it was any other groups of people, it probably wouldn't be as high as a B minus for me, but that's what I'm giving it. Bobby Lashley versus Otis, Gable, and Theory. Well, actually, first I'll talk about the last thing. He came out, Ezekiel, and this is on YouTube. You have to check it out. It's funny. Kevin Owens acted like he was losing his mind a little bit. I mean, Kevin Owens is another great one. Love him or hate him, I think he makes a great heel. And I think he's a great wrestler. But the next match was a gauntlet match. It was a special handicap match, though. If Lashley could defeat Chad Gable, Otis, and Theory, he would earn a U.S. title shot at Money in the Bank. He went against Gable first. He defeated him. Then Otis, and he defeated him. He pinned Theory and earned a title slot. I'm going to say a B or a B plus. I wouldn't go as low as a B minus, but I wouldn't go as high into any of the A's. Next was Miss TV and Ciampa versus AJ Styles. Um, Miss TV had AJ Styles on as a special guest. It was a repeat of the thing. At first, Miz was cordial, but then he turned hostile and insulted the guest. Styles basically said he didn't want to fight. But then he punched Miz in the face. So he was probably playing mind games of his own. It was very run of the mill. But right after there was a match between Ciampa and Styles. It was fun. Styles won, and then he hit the Miz with the Styles Clash. And hopefully there'll be more Ciampa and Styles matches, and hopefully they'll get more time next time. I'm going to give this segment a C+, and that is because the match was so great, but the Miz TV was old, and they've been doing it every week for a few weeks now, and I don't think it needs to be every week or even every other week. I mean, maybe a couple times a month, maybe even back to back sometimes, but not a regular recurring thing. Like if there's a special reason for them to do it, that's one thing, but otherwise. Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Keep in mind they've already been in a match, but it was for a spot at the women's Money in the Bank match. I think they have great chemistry, and as usual, they put on a great show. Everything looked great. And they made it look like either one of them could win several different times. Asuka won, so she'll be at the pay-per-view. It's been done quite a few times, but I still would give it an A-. If it was the first or second time, I would easily give it an A+. But that was the main stuff that happened. I mean, there was other things, of course. I mean, it's a 3-hour show. Even if you take out the commercials, it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, 2 hours and 10, 2 hours and 15 minutes, because usually it's 40 to 45 minutes, although the average is 42 minutes for an hour show without commercials. So it would be somewhere around that. But overall, I liked it. I would give the show, as a rule, probably a B to a B-. I wouldn't go as high as a B+. But there's definitely been worse Raws, and there's definitely been better Raws. Like when the Judgment Day turned on Edge, that was, I don't think anybody saw it coming. Yes, almost everybody saw Finn Balor joining. It was my first thought too, but I don't think anybody saw them turning on Edge. But anyway, that's my review, and what I'm going to do is I made it Tuesday night / almost Wednesday morning. It's like 11:30 right now. And what I'm going to do is y'all get 2 videos on Wednesdays, and either Saturday or Sunday I'll do one of these, and I'll post it at the 8 a.m. slot. But I'll put these, at least for the next few weeks, at the Wednesday 8 p.m. slot. That way it won't mess up the rest of my scheduled videos. And so in a way, y'all get 4 or 5 videos a week for the next few weeks, and at least 3 to 4 after that. But I put this out on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And maybe some of y'all wrestling fans would be interested in some of this stuff. I don't have cable, so I can't really watch AEW stuff. I might be able to figure out a way. I'll talk to my nephew. He knows a lot about tech stuff and where you can watch what. I just have had Hulu for a long time, so I knew I could watch. You can pretty much watch anything that's WWE related on Hulu, even Saturday Night Main Event that they don't even air on television anymore. They just air it exclusively on Hulu. So that's how close of a relationship they've got. But anyway, that was my review of the June 20th episode, June 20th, 2022 episode of Raw. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye.